So I'm getting ready to plastic dip my helmet, and what I determined was that if I was going to plastic dip it properly, I didn't need to have that padding inside, so I took that out. Now for the visor, I went ahead and punched the holes. What I used to make these holes was this tube stuff. I bought this earlier for my earlier version of the Mercury helmet for that emergency oxygen tube. So what you can do is you can heat it up and flatten it out, basically creating a rivet. So that will fit in once I have the visor, and it'll go through, and it'll have a the visor bit here, and I'll seal off the top there. So that'll work perfectly for that. So like I've done, I've gone ahead and punched in the visor holes, and I'm going to plastic dip it once it completely dries, so that'll take probably the better part of a day. I'll go back in and re-glue in the padding after I've made the rivets and the visor, so you guys will be seeing me make the visor. So yeah, let's get to it. So as you can see, I've done several layers on the helmet. So I've just about run out of plastidip. So tomorrow I'm gonna head to the store and get me a little bit more, and hopefully that should fill in everything, smooth everything out, and it should be ready to paint. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. As you can see, I've gone in and plastidipped it, given it another layer, so I'm going to let this dry overnight. I filled in a lot of the gaps, though you can still see some of the seams, where it's a little bit more extreme, but when I come down tomorrow, one more layer of the white plastidip that I have, and then a white coat should finish it out. So yeah, and then after that it'll be the visor. So on the visor, where the pivot is, there's a little cap that covers the rivet that holds the whole thing together, and they're just plain silver. And I wanted to do something a little bit different with mine, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint them like the NASA logo. So these are going to fit on the side of the helmet, and they'll have the NASA logo on it, and it'll be different enough, but still fit with the theme, so I think that'll look good. So I'm going to plastic dip these, and then we're going to paint them. So I'm not sure if I talked about this in a previous video, but I bought this plastic bubble for the visor. So what I've done is I've marked off half of it, and with this I'm going to take my Dremel, saw it in half, and transfer the visor pattern onto this, and hope that I can get it to work out. So I guess we'll find out here in a minute. Not gonna lie, that smelled awful cutting. So, yeah, I've successfully cut this thing in half. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to break off these little bits of plastic that were melted during the sawing, and then I can put the pattern on here. And I think that the dome is a little bit too wide. I think the curvature of this is a little too wide for the helmet. But I'm gonna once my helmet completely dries, I'm gonna go put this on there to see if I'm gonna have to heat it up and shape it in. So, yeah. That is almost perfect. The only problem is it's a little too wide, so all I'm gonna have to do is heat form the sides, but it should be pretty good as is. So, yeah. So I cut this a little bit small, so I'm going to have to recut this. But it's really making me still nauseous cutting this. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a hacksaw, because I just can't deal with that smell anymore. So, well, round 2. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I have another half of this, but I'm not sure that it's going to, you know, work. This hasn't worked. So what do I? Maybe I'll go to Lowe's and see if I can find some clear plastic, just a clear plastic sheet. So with the exception of the actual visor bit, I'm really pleased with it so far. Now there's still a couple more details that I have to do, such as there's a knurl, you know, greebly that's on the side of this helmet here. There's like a oxygen tube thing here, so I'm going to need to sort of cut out part of this here, and then of course the sort of emergency oxygen tube. The reason that I haven't sealed off the sides is because I'm still waiting till I can put in the actual visor here. I think I might try and get a clear plastic box from Walmart or Target or someplace like that and see if I can cut that. But overall, I am really happy with it. Oh yeah. Yeah.